So back in those early days, I believe it was the year after Railroad Track came out. You did the was it Jamaica National Arena with the Whalers. You were opening for the Jackson fight.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
So what I was wondering is, they were one of the biggest acts in the world at that point in time.
Mm.
Did you have a sense of how big reggae was going to become? You know, because it just seemed like there was just this rapid climb. You're first you're playing with other acts. Now you're in the studio recording on your own. Now you're opening for these major acts, and soon after you're touring Europe and whatnot. Did you see?
Looking back on it
Yeah,
now, it looked that way the way you speak of it,
yeah,
but it didn't quite. You know what I mean?
yeah,
When you check the calendar day by day, you know what I mean. It doesn't look that way while it's happening, while it's raveling out.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like you're taking a journey somewhere and it's 10,000 miles.
yeah,
A year after, yes, I traveled 10,000 miles and I got to the other side, but the 10,000 miles was a journey.
yeah, yeah,
And so was that, you know what I mean? Like, we couldn't have seen where reggae music was going. That never even occurred to us
yeah,
to say, hey, where is reggae music going? You know, we were opening for the Jackson 5 and Bob Marley at the stadium, and, it was very big, a big concert, one of the biggest things that hit the stadium in times. And I remember that to get a VIP ticket to sit in the front row, which would include Michael Jackson's mother and everybody else,
right,
was a big sum of 15 Jamaican dollars.
yeah,
Today, I mean, 50 Jamaican dollars was big,
yeah,
big money to
big
go
money,
to a concert those days.
right,
Now you pay probably 15,000 or more.
right, right,
But all in all, these things just happen over time, and you're climbing up the ladder because you're just stepping up to just get where you're going. But you didn't say each rug that you step on, it was like a rug of to success or to we're better. But things are happening, and then you just grow into it. It
yeah,
was no overnight thing like we were a band, you're tugging along, and which happened to some groups. They go along and all of a sudden one record just fly away and they're at the top of the chart and the band don't even know what to do themselves.
right,
Today they're trying to find out what I'm going to eat for lunch, where I'm getting the lunch money from. Tomorrow they can buy the restaurant. Yeah,
yeah,
and that kind of can be mesmerizing sometimes.
right,
So it wasn't like that for us. We grew into what we were,
right,
which it kind of gave a more solid foundation in a sense,
mm-hmm,
you know. But instant success or rapid success can be good, but you have to have the space to deal with it sometime,
right.
you know.
What was your growth process like individually in those times? Like, was it overwhelming? Were you
There's
finding?
certain things, like you pinch yourself in the moment when you're actually sitting down in the studio and you are recording with Stevie Wonder.
Mhm.
That's not something you're just going to say, oh yes, I'm recording Stevie Wonder. You kind of say, wow,
Yeah,
you know. Then now Santana, which is another name, call you and invite you to come on a tour to open for him. And this is a personal request from the man himself. This is not no management, speak to management and like a business deal went down. This is him asking, inviting us to do so. So that,
right,
so when these things happen, you kind of say, wow, things are turning. And then you have certain venues, like you have the Carnegie Hall, Lincoln Center, Radio City Music Hall, Madison Square Gardens, all these places. And you realize and say, you are now into these venues and you see a name on the marquee out there. It's not like you are supporting somebody on the support bill. You are the thing. The crowd that you see wrap around the avenue, it's people coming to see you.
yeah,
So you see these things and you kind of make it be the mark of saying, yes. I remember walking out here and say, wondering what's going on inside this building.
Right.
You know, because you just even don't even know. You just know, say, you see people going in and say, I wonder who's there or what is there. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, one afternoon, 6 years after, how many years after, it's you.
Yeah.
You know? So these things kind of make you say, you know, we have made some achievement.
Yeah. What's the most memorable show that you've ever played?
There's a couple of them, but if I can pick the one that just stick out. There's one in the Giant Stadium where the police, a whole pile of people in. It was an MTV broadcasting that started in the day. And we were like the first band going to play. To be honest with you, I didn't think that half the audience knew what a reggae band was. And we were just, this guy named Bill Graham, which is a big, I don't know if you're familiar with him, yeah, announced us, because he's the one who put us on that bill. And so from Jamaica, they're playing a music called reggae, and it's third world. And we went over extremely well. And if you know anything about like a show like that, when you are starting the show at midday at home on television, that's when everybody's sitting watching it at the start. So everyone saw us. As the show gone by 8 o'clock, a few people might wander off drinking beers or, you know what I mean, interest dissipate and things, but we got prime time.
Nice.
Somebody messed up. But it was good though, right?
Yeah.
That was a significant moment. And another time in Sunsplash in England, we were playing at Crystal Palace. It was another good moment. Yeah.
And you played some big shows in Africa as well, right?
Yes, yeah. You know. And just last year we played in Poland for a festival called Woodstock. I would have to deem it the biggest crowd, where we did 800,000 people.
Wow.
I mean, that's a large audience for any kind of show.